Welcome to another Splatoon 2 video on the channel. So I received a comment in a recent video and it came in from Odin Dark, and Odin Dark said the following: so is no one going to talk about the fact that in the Squid versus Octopus dialogue, Marina talks about the theme being dangerous? No, this could be a big plot point, people. Now, this isn't necessarily directed at me. I didn't talk about this in a recent news roundup. I didn't include this in that video. So I'm not sure whether this is directed at me, but I just wanted to make this video just to see what you guys have to say about this topic. Is Marina hinting that this Splatfest will turn out to be a big plot point for the future of the series? Now, I did talk about whether this Splatfest will be the Great Turf War 2.0 in a video that I did make last week on the channel, but I want to hear your thoughts on whether you think what Marina is saying in this dialogue. Do you think this is a hint that this Splatfest will turn out to be a big plot point for the future of the series? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So what we'll be doing on screen now is putting in the part of the dialogue that I will be talking about in this video, and that is where Marina says that this theme could be dangerous. Pearl asks Marina why this theme could be dangerous, and Marina says it could be confrontational due to the changes that have happened in Octoling society recently, which is of course referring to the fact that you've got Octolings coming to Octoling, you've got people completing the DLC and playing as Octolings. Octolings are now appearing in Octoling Squid because people have played the Octo expansion, they have unlocked playable Octolings, and that is why they are appearing in Octoling Squid. Before I do go into the potential options for what Marina could be referring to and what Marina's dialogue could mean, I'm just going to talk about my thoughts before that. It would be cool if Marina's dialogue did turn out to be a hint for something major in terms of plot consequences. It would be cool if this Splatfest did turn out to affect the lore and the story of the game, but to be honest, I just don't think Marina's dialogue is hinting at anything at all. I don't think anything will be coming from this Splatfest, and I think Marina's dialogue is just simply a reference to what is happening in Octoling, how you've got Octolings now reaching the surface of Octoling and are now gathering in Octoling Squid. To be honest with you, my thoughts haven't really changed since the video that I did make last week. I don't think this Splatfest will turn out to be the Great Turf War 2.0. I think this Splatfest is just to welcome Octolings into Octoling society. Inklings are showing Octolings the ropes. They want to involve Octolings into their culture, and part of their culture is that they like to host Splatfest like topics, they like to debate stuff through Splatfest, they like to play Turf War, they like to play, like, of course, all of the ranked modes as well. What we play in the multiplayer, so Turf War, Tower Control and all of the other game modes, that is pretty much the Inklings version of sport. It is their version of football or soccer or tennis or basketball or baseball or whatever sport you are into. Pretty much the battles are Inklings version of sport, and Inklings, they want to introduce Octolings to their sport. They want to introduce Octolings to their culture, so that is why they are hosting this Splatfest. So I don't think Marina's dialogue will turn out to mean much. I don't think it will result in options that I will be talking about in the rest of this video, but maybe I could be wrong. Maybe Marina's dialogue is hinting that something big will be coming from this Splatfest. How Marina said that this theme is dangerous, it could be confrontational. Maybe this will result in that this Splatfest it will be known as the Great Turf War 2.0. Again, like what I said, I did talk about this in a video last week. Maybe we will see the consequences of this Splatfest if it is to be known as the Great Turf War 2.0. Maybe we will see the consequences in future Splatoon 2 DLC. Or maybe we will see consequences in Splatoon 3. But if that is the case, then I don't think we will know about it for a few years time. Even if it is DLC, we are certainly not going to be getting any more DLC anytime soon, just because we've got the Octo expansion. That only came out a month ago. I think a Splatoon 3 is at least 3 or 4 years away. So if this Splatfest does have major consequences in terms of the plot and the lore of the game, I don't think we will know about it. Kind of like what happened with the final Splatfest in Splatoon 1. It took us 2 years to know that what we picked, it did have an influence on the story of Splatoon 2. So I don't think we will know if there are going to be any consequences for at least maybe a year, maybe a few years, if it is going to happen, if the consequences are going to happen in Splatoon 3. I know a lot of you guys, when I did talk about Splatoon 3 last week in the video where I talked about maybe this Splatfest is the Great Turf War 2.0, I know a lot of people said maybe there isn't going to be a Splatoon 3. So yeah, if there is going to be consequences, then I don't think we will know about it for a long time, unfortunately. Or maybe Nintendo will address this sort of Splatfest and the fallout from this Splatfest. Maybe they will address this in the results dialogue, or maybe in future updates that we will be getting for Splatoon 2. Maybe it could be consequences in terms of the plot of the game. Maybe that is what Marina is hinting at, but if it is, I don't think we will know about it anytime soon. Or maybe Marina could be referring to herself. Maybe it could be dangerous for herself, just because maybe Inklings don't know that Marina is an Octoling. Maybe with this Splatfest, maybe the Inkling Society will realise that they have an Octoling in like their society in terms of Marina. Marina has been there for a while. Maybe we will see the results of the Inklings finally realising that Marina is an Octoling, and you know, we will see the consequences of that. But I do believe Nagami did say that the Inklings were aware that Marina was an Octoling, but they didn't necessarily care just because Marina was so fresh. So yeah, maybe that is an option. I don't think it is, but I guess the last option is what I talked about at the start pretty much, and that is that what Marina is talking about has no hints whatsoever. It will be hinting at nothing. It's not hinting at anything at all. There will be no consequences in terms of the plot of the game. It isn't the Great Turf War 2.0, and it is what I did talk about at the start. I am sticking to what I talked about at the start. I don't think what Marina is talking about is hinting at anything major, but I do hope to be wrong, and I definitely am looking forward to reading the results screen. I'm looking forward to seeing what both Pearl and Marina have to say. So yeah, like what I said at the start, I think this dialogue means absolutely nothing. Speaking of the dialogue, I thought it was pretty cool how Nintendo sort of made it, how they sort of kept away from producing spoilers in the dialogue for people that haven't bought the Octo expansion. But for people that have bought the Octo expansion, what Pearl and Marina is talking about, it sort of feels like that Pearl is covering up that. I don't want to go too much into the Octo expansion, but it feels like Pearl is covering up sort of what she knows. So yeah, I don't want to go too much into that, just in case you haven't bought and played the Octo expansion yet. So I think it's kind of cool how Nintendo sort of kept the middle line in that dialogue. It was cool for people that have bought the DLC, kept it spoiler free for people that haven't bought the DLC. So what I will be doing next week on the channel, I will be gathering the best posts that people make in terms of this Splatfest. It could be drawings, it could be general posts that people make to Octopus Square. But I will be gathering the best posts in one video. If you want to submit your post for that video, then send it my way through Twitter. My Twitter is the same as the channel name. So yeah, I was debating about making this video, but I just wanted to hear what you have to say about this. I definitely have my own thoughts, but I definitely want to hear what you have to say about this in the comment section below. Do you think what Marina is talking about? Do you think that is hints that this Splatfest will have consequences on the lore and the plot of the game? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. But that is it for the video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one that I do make.